Okay, today we are going to start our study of revenue of the firm. We completed our study of cost of production last time. So cost is the expenditure on the production of goods. So revenue means when a firm sells the output produced, how much money it receives after the sale. That is called what? Revenue of the firm. We made this diagram or this thing that firm is having the inputs and here the firm is increasing the cost. What it is increasing? The cost is here and after this it produces the output. After the sale of this output, what it receives? The revenue. So basically revenue is the money received by the firm after the sale of the product. Until unless the goods are sold in the market, then it will be able to earn the revenue. Revenue is not the profit of the firm. This is whatever the money it has received after the sale of product. It is including the cost of production in it. So when we deduct cost of production from this revenue, we will get the profit of the firm. Profit is calculated after deducting the cost of production from the total revenue. That will tell us how much profit is earned by the firm. Clear? So revenue is inclusive of cost. It tells when we have produced the output, how much money firm is receiving after the sale. So that is inclusive of cost of production. When we subtract the cost of production, we get the profit out. So revenue is the money received by the firm after the sale of the product. I'm going to write it down. Revenue is the money received by the firm after the sale of the product. After the sale of the product. So this is the revenue of the firm. Now there are three main concepts of revenue. We will study them, which are used in the theory of firm. We can have other types of revenues as well, like tax revenue is also called the revenue of the government. But right now we are studying the theory of the firm. So in that theory of the firm, whatever the firm is there, it will have the three types of revenue in it. So for what are those revenues? One is called total revenue. Total sales revenue, you can say. Total sales revenue. Second is called marginal revenue. Marginal revenue. And third is called what? Average revenue. Here we write TR, total revenue. Here we write MR, marginal revenue, and here we write average revenue. Clear? In cost of production, we studied different types, more than three types of cost of production, but right now we will be studying only three main concepts of revenue. One is called total revenue, another is called marginal revenue, and then the average revenue. Now see what is total revenue. This is what we have defined the revenue. This is the total money received by the firm after the sale of the product. Now how to find the value of total revenue? For example, you are selling the output which is having price multiplied by the quantity sold. Price multiplied by the quantity sold is called the total revenue of the firm. Clear or not? For example, if price is 50 and 10 units are sold, how much is the total revenue of the firm? 500. Clear? Now this total revenue can be changed by the change in price only, or by the change in quantity sold, or by both of them. So total revenue is the total money received after the sale of the product, that is called what? Total revenue. Now, what is the marginal revenue? Marginal means, we all know, that means additional or extra. This is change in total revenue due to an additional unit sold in the market. What it is? It is the change in total revenue due to change in the additional units sold, or we can say how much total revenue will change due to the change of, due to an extra unit sold in the market. In other words, we say this is change in total revenue due to change in the quantity sold. If extra unit is sold, how much total revenue will change. For example, in our previous case, we said price and quantity and total revenue. Price is 50, first 10 units are sold. How much is total revenue? 500. Now, if price is 50, 11 unit is sold, how much is total revenue now? 550. How much is total revenue now? 550. So what is the marginal revenue in this case? How much total revenue has changed? By 50. How much is total revenue changed? By 50 rupees. This is the change in revenue due to an extra unit sold. For the 11th unit, the additional revenue firm is going to receive, that is 50. If another unit is sold, price is 50, 12 units are sold, so it is 600. So how much is the additional revenue for this additional unit? Again it is 50. Because price is fixed. So we will draw them later on. But right now this is the concept. The marginal revenue is the additional revenue brought into the firm by an additional unit of output sold in the market. Clear? Now come towards what is average revenue. What is the average revenue? It is per unit revenue. Third one is average revenue or per unit revenue. We have to find average revenue by dividing total revenue to the total quantity sold. Divide the total revenue received by the firm and divide it by the total output which is sold. And we wrote what is the total revenue? Price into quantity, that is the total revenue. Now divide this total revenue by the quantity sold. Now this quantity is cancelled with the numerator quantity. So average revenue equals to the price of the product. Average revenue comes equal to the price of the product. For example, I wrote over here price, quantity and total revenue. Price was 50, 10 units were sold, total revenue was 500. Now what is average revenue now? Divide this total revenue by the quantity sold. How much you will get? Again 50, which is equal to price. Clear? Now if another unit is sold, total revenue goes to 550. Divide this 550 by the quantity sold. Again we get what? 50. So average revenue comes equal to the price of the product, because total revenue equals to price into Q. And when we divide this total revenue by the quantity sold, we will again get the price of the product. Alright, so these are the three different concepts which are going to be used in our theory of firm in different market structures. So now I am going to tell you what are the shapes of these revenues when the firm is price taker or when the firm is the price setter. Now I am going to raise this thing. Now a price taker firm. What it is? Price taker firm. And revenues. What is a price taker firm? When we find a high degree of competition among the firms in the market, like there is one industry, it has many firms to produce the same type of products. Maybe 1,000 firms are there to produce a similar product. So each firm cannot influence the price in the market. So whatever the market price is there, it has to accept it. That means it is a price taker firm. When there is high degree of competition in the market, so each firm cannot influence the price because that firm is a very smaller part of the total industry. Okay, so it has not any influence on the market price. So it will operate in the market like a price taker firm. So whatever the price is operating in the market, it has to accept it. So how will it make profit? By reducing the cost of production. So it has only choice to keep the cost of production lower and lower because it cannot control the market price. It can only control the cost of production. When per unit cost is lower than per unit revenue, then it is able to earn profit. Now this is the price taker firm. I show you one thing, that this is the market. This is the market demand and supply. Market demand, this is market supply, this is equilibrium price in the market. Now what price is faced by the firm? This is a firm. So it faces, it can sell all its output at this going price because it is a price taker firm. What it is? A price taker firm. It faces perfectly elastic demand curve. And what is the property of perfectly elastic demand curve? It has to sell at this going price. If it increases price more than the market price, it will not be able to sell even a single unit. Because perfectly elastic demand says there is infinite response. If price slightly goes up, the revenue or the quantity sold by the firm will be zero. Cannot sell even a single unit more than the price prevailing in the market. Now this is a price taker firm. I am going to take the different values for this price taker firm and then I will draw the shapes of revenues. Here I am taking price, quantity, total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue. What is the price now? Maybe 50. First unit is sold, total revenue is 50. There. Yes. Now the second unit is sold, total revenue is 100. Now the third unit is sold, total revenue is 150. Now the fourth unit is sold, the total revenue goes to 200. So what is the marginal revenue? For every extra unit sold, that is also 50 because price is fixed. The firm is price taker. As it sells an extra unit, it will receive the same price of the product, like 50 rupees. So here, when price is fixed or firm is price taker, its marginal revenue will also be equal to the price of the product. What is the average revenue? We said it is total revenue divided by quantity. Total revenue is 50. 50 by 1, that is 50. 100 by 2 is also 50. 150 by 3, it is 50. And 200 by 4, that's 50. So it is equal to price. Average revenue equals to price. Clear? Now I am going to draw the diagrams. What will be the shape of demand of the firm? I have drawn it earlier. So this is the demand curve. At 50 price, there is infinite demand. Price is 50. So we see price is rupees 50. So this is perfectly elastic demand. There is infinite demand of the product at this growing price. Now, if I draw the shape of total revenue, what will be the shape of total revenue? You see over here, it starts from 0 and it is having this shape. As quantity sold is increasing, total revenue is continuously increasing. And you can see its slope is constant. Every time 50 rupees are added to the total revenue because price is fixed. So total revenue is having this upward sloping shape with constant slope. What is slope now? This is change in total revenue due to change in quantity sold. And this is what? Marginal revenue. Slope of total revenue is called what? The marginal revenue or additional revenue brought into the firm. So if I draw the shape of marginal revenue, that's also like this. At 50, we see the fixed form of marginal revenue. Every time an extra unit is sold, how much revenue it is brought into the firm? Additional revenue is again 50. So if I draw the average revenue diagram, what will be the shape of average revenue? That's also like this. That is 50. So we find what is the result of this? When demand is perfectly elastic, our firm is price taker. When the firm is price taker, price will be equal to average revenue, that's equal to marginal revenue. All these three are equal to 50. Is it happening or not? So can I say if we draw these three diagrams in one diagram, like demand curve, it is drawn and now it is overlapped by average revenue and marginal revenue. The three curves will overlap each other when price is fixed. So we find demand and average revenue and marginal revenue all are operating at 50. So the three curves, when they are drawn in single diagram, they will have this shape that demand equals to average revenue, that's equal to marginal revenue. Then I will write over here a currency instead of writing only price. So we see over here, when firm is price taker, its demand is equal to average revenue and that's equal to marginal revenue. All are coming equal to the price of the product. Follow my point or not? Now the another firm, they don't have